Calculating the perimeter. What is the perimeter? The perimeter is the length around the outside of a shape. So if we look at this rectangle on the left, the perimeter would be the distance around the outside of the shape. And we just add those distances together. Once again, when it comes to the triangle, it's the distance around the outside of the shape. And the shape on the right-hand side is what we call a composite shape. And again, it's the distance around the outside of the shape. Let's have a look at some examples. So here we have a square. The reason why we know this is a square is because it has 4 equal sides. So we know that all 4 sides equal 6 centimetres. So the perimeter equals 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, which equals 24 centimetres. We could have calculated this as 4 times 6 because we know once again that a square has 4 equal sides. It's also important to remember that the perimeter is the distance around the outside of the shape. So the answer is always in centimetres, metres or kilometres, etc. When we calculate the perimeter, we never have a centimetres squared or metres squared. That is only for area. Perimeter is always just centimetres, metres, kilometres, etc. Let's have a look at another example. Here we have a rectangle. One side is 12 centimetres and the other side is 7 centimetres. Now what do we know about a rectangle? A rectangle has 2 pairs of equal sides, okay, or equal. So the perimeter will equal 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7, which equals 38 centimetres. And another example, a triangle. So this triangle has one side that's 9 metres, another side is 8 metres, and the base is 7 metres. So once again, the perimeter is the distance around the outside of the shape. So perimeter equals 9 plus 8 plus 7, which equals 24 metres. Okay, let's have a look at an example of a composite shape. Now here we can see that we're actually missing the length of 2 sides. So we need to work out what they could be. And the way we do that is, if we have a look at the side, the top of the shape, it is 12 centimetres long. So if this was a rectangle, okay, we could see that the bottom would also be 12. And then therefore, if this half here is 6, then 12 minus 6 equals 6. And for the other side, we can see that the long side is 14. So 14 minus 4 will equal 10. Now that we know what those 2 missing sides are, we need to add them all up. So we have 14 plus 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 and plus 6, and the perimeter will equal 52 centimetres. With these composite shape examples, it is really important that you find the missing sides first. Write them on the diagram, okay? Once you find the missing sides, then you add them all up, and that's the perimeter. The most common error that people make is that they forget to find the missing sides and they just add up the sides that they're given. But that's not the whole distance around the outside of the shape. Okay, another example. This is a worded question. A square has a perimeter of 36 centimetres. Find its centimetres in length of its side. So the key thing to try and draw out of this question is that we're talking about a square. And what do we know about a square? A square has 4 equal sides. So if the perimeter is 36 centimetres, that means 4 times something equals 36. Okay, and what we can do is we can do 36 divided by 4, because there's 4 equal sides, and that equals 9. So therefore the length of the square's side is 9 centimetres. Okay, a rectangle with length 50 centimetres and width 20 centimetres. If its length tripled and its width halved, find in metres the new perimeter. Now sometimes it's helpful to draw a diagram. So let's draw a diagram of the rectangle. We have a rectangle with a length of 50 centimetres and a width of 20 centimetres. Now it says that the length is tripled. Now the length is 50. Okay, so if we triple the length, the new length is going to equal 150 centimetres. And then it says that the width is halved. So the width is 20 centimetres. So if we halve the new width will be 20 divided by 2, which equals 10 centimetres. So now we have our new length and our new width. We can find the perimeter. And let's remember that with a rectangle, it's 2 pairs of equal sides. So we will have 150 plus 10 and then 150 plus 10. So our total will be, the perimeter will equal 320 centimetres.